Hey guys, Zack here, and welcome back to another action figure review, and today we'll be taking a look at the Kenner Jurassic Park Pteranodon action figure. Now, originally I wasn't going to review this figure because technically I reviewed it all the way back in 2018. I reviewed like a repaint of it, and usually on this channel I don't really like to review repaints because other than the new color scheme, it's just the same figure, so for me it's just kind of like, I don't really care for repaints as far as like reviewing them. But sure enough, I bought this figure on eBay, and when I did my big unboxing video on Friday, I figured, you know what, I'm gonna review the Raptor because that's a repaint, and I'm gonna review the T-Rex, which isn't a repaint, but still. So I figured, you know what, why not review this figure too? So here we are, and yeah, I don't really have too much else to say. So honestly, let's just get right into this. So first, we'll take a look at the paint. And the painting on this figure is actually really nice. I like the color scheme here. Of course, starting off with the underside of the wings here, we can see that it is painted white, which looks nice, though mine is very beat up. You can see all of, like the scuff marks here and everything like that, which is kind of a shame, but honestly, this is a almost 30-year-old toy, so it makes sense. Of course, the underside of the wing here, we have JP05. And really quick, I just want to say, I know Mattel can't really do this anymore because of legal legal reasons, but like, I miss this. You know, this was just like so cool. It's like branding like the animals. So like, oh, so this is the one we bred. You know, like canonically in the movie. So like, I kind of like that. I remember a friend of mine didn't like this, so when I told him like, yeah, they're kind of like branding the animals like, you know, canonically, he was just kind of like, okay. So it's like, yeah, that's pretty sick. And again, it's kind of a shame that Mattel can't do it. Understandable, because, you know, legal reasons, but I miss this. This was just so sick, but yeah. Anyway, the claws and the head are painted blue, which looks nice. And the inside of the mouth here is painted the same color as the back of the figure, which is painted this grayish-bluish color, which I think looks nice. Somewhat based off the novel, because Pteranodon didn't really appear in the novel, but there was another pterosaur that appeared in the novel. Pterodactyl, I think it was. I think that's right. I literally just got done reading the book not too long ago, so like the fact that I don't remember it is kind of stupid. So I apologize to you guys for that, but either way, I think the color scheme is like slightly based off of that. Of course, in the book, it wasn't really described of having like, you know, blue claws and like a blue head, but you know, this like gray, like, you know, the gray on the back here, I think is accurate to the book, but again, I could be wrong. So yeah, of course, lastly, the eyes are painted red with black pupils, and that is pretty much it for the painting on this figure. You know, even though mine's beat up, not really in the best shape, the painting on this figure is still nice. You know, I like the colors, and again, the little, you know, references to the book is really nice. And that's another thing I really love about Kenner when it comes to their Jurassic Park figures, because, like, of course, the movie wasn't out yet when they were making the figures, so, of course, they had to, like, go off of the book. So, of course, this Pteranodon here, they had to go off of the book. And even in a lot of the video games, too, they're like volcanoes. There wasn't one in the movie, but in the book there was, because the characters had to go in it to go after the raptor nest. And even, you know, there's a figure of the young T-Rex, which wasn't in the movie, but, you know, it was in the book. So it's cool that that got translated into, like, figure form. So, again, it's really cool that Kenner based their figures off of the book. So, yeah, and it's understandable because the movie wasn't out yet, but it's still really cool to see that, so I like that a lot. But anyway, the painting on this figure is nice. I like the colors, I like the blue accent throughout. Honestly, it just looks really nice, so the painting on this figure is good. It gets a pass. Now we'll take a look at the articulation, and the articulation is pretty basic. If we press down on the crest here, the mouth will open. There's a swivel at the base of the neck. The legs can move forwards this much, almost like the Pteranodon is like swooping down at someone, which is pretty cool. The legs can go backwards about that much. They can move individually, and of course there's a button on the back here, so you push that, and the wings flap, which is neat. I like that. Nothing crazy or anything like that, but you know, for what it is, it's a fun little feature. It's whatever. So yeah. Anyway, that's pretty much it for the articulation on this figure. And the articulation on this figure isn't terrible for what it is. It's nothing like super crazy or anything like that, but it's a fun little, like, Pteranodon figure as far as articulation goes. So yeah, the articulation, it's fun. It's fine. So the articulation here, I'd say gets a pass. Now I'll take a look at the sculpt, and the sculpting on this figure, it's pretty nice. Um, Again, Pteranodon didn't really appear in the movie, so there's not really a whole lot to go off of as far as, like, what's accurate to the movie or not. And then, again, the Pteranodon wasn't really in the book either, so it's like they just kind of did their own thing here, but it looks nice. You can tell that this is a Pteranodon figure. I like it a lot. It almost has that, like, vintage feel to it, like the old, like, 20s and 50s, like, pterosaurs, and I like that. I like that a lot. But yeah, it would have been nice if, like, the wings were, like, more straight and not so much, like, bending here and whatnot, but that's just a minor nitpick. Other than that, though, the sculpting on this figure is really nice. You can tell it's a Pteranodon at least. That's, I think, the most important part. But yeah, no, for a little figure, the sculpting on this figure is nice. I like it. So the sculpting on this figure, I'd say gets a pass. Now we'll take a look at the detailing. And the detailing on this figure is really nice. So let's take a closer look at that. So of course, going to the head here, we can see all of these scales and everything are defined very nicely, very beautifully detailed. Even the nostril here looks nice. The inside of the mouth, as far as detailing go, looks okay. Not a whole lot, but it's there. The detail underneath the wings look very nice. The arms here, again, just look very nice. I don't know why there are so many veins. I think that looks kind of weird, and to be honest, it kind of makes me uncomfortable. But, like, they're still defined nicely. Of course, the detailing on the underside of the body looks really nice. And of course, all of the scaling and everything like that on the back and on the legs here look very nice, very beautifully defined. And yeah, that's pretty much it for the detailing on this figure. The detailing on this figure is really nice. Kenner did a great job when it came to, like, detailing and everything like that. So again, having, like, really nice detailing here isn't really too much of a surprise. So yeah. Anyway, the detailing on this figure is good. I like it a lot. So the detailing, I'd say, gets a pass. So at the end of the day, should you get this? Honestly, I'd say yeah. It's not like the best thing ever. It's not like, oh, I gotta have this. It's like, it's a fun little Pteranodon figure. So, like, it wouldn't be the end of the world if you got it. Get it if you can, or if you just want to complete that, Jurassic Park, like, figure collection, like the old Kenner ones. Definitely go for this figure, if you're a completionist like that. Well, that's kind of the reason why I bought this, because I have, like, most of, like, the Jurassic Park Series 1 figures. The only one I'm missing is the Stegosaurus, but I'll be honest, that figure doesn't look good in my opinion. I love Kenner, but that figure is one of those ones where it's like, the original 93 Kenner Stegosaurus is not on my pickup list, but yeah, no, this Pteranodon, though, it's a nice little figure. I have, like, all the figures in this scale, the Screaming figures scale, the human scale, and everything like that, so yeah, but again, this is a neat, fun little Pteranodon figure, so get this if you can. As far as prices go, I remember for a while it was only like $10. Now you're looking at between like 20 and 15, which isn't terrible, I mean, for this kind of figure, it might be expensive, but this is a toy from like 1993. So, of course, like, it makes some sense, but I digress. Anyway, get this figure if you can. And now we will end this video like how we usually do, with size comparisons. Here is the original Kenner Pteranodon I reviewed. This figure right here came from the Jurassic Park Dinosaurs toy line. The toy line that was made to promote Universal Studios, because, like, the theme park had just come out, so they were using this to do that, and I think that's pretty cool. But yeah, the Island of Adventures it was called. But yeah, there they are together, and they look nice. As far as colors go, I like this one more, but this one is pretty nice too. So there's that. Here is the original Kenner, Dr. Grant. And of course, they're both made by Kenner, so of course the scaling here works very well. The other Pteranodon just fell over. Sorry about that. Here we have the Jurassic Park 3 Baby Pteranodon. Of course, this is the 20th anniversary repaint. This is the only Jurassic Park 3 Pteranodon I have. Bear with me. So, yeah, there you go. Here is Mattel's Legacy Collection Jurassic Park 3 Pteranodon. So, there they are. And, of course, here it is. Oh, almost dropped him. Here he is with Dr. Billy Grant. And again, they scale pretty alright together. And here we have some hand sanitizer. Alright. Now, that is it for today. Have a great rest of your week, and I will see you in the next video. Peace, Zack out.